Recently, some Northwest students have been adding a little color into history class. Take a look into the progress of these art students' newest project.
Last year I had talked about it to all my classes, whether or not somebody would be interested in doing this. And this is something I had growing up in every single one of my history classrooms, and it made it easy for me to learn where certain things were in the world if the teacher would actually have a big physical map to teach from. And so I'm hoping to maybe pass that down to my students and give them a better geographical basis to go from.
So I am in Mr. Nicol's advisement, and I was in 60s and Beyond with him last year, and he always talked about wanting someone to paint a mural on as well of the world map.
But they were the ones that came to me this year and said, we'd be interested in doing it. What are your requirements? And I said, well, I'm not an artist, you're the ones that want to do it, so I'll kind of leave it up to you.
At the beginning of this project, we had to be able to sketch it on the wall. And we wanted to make sure that it was perfect, because with this big of a scale, it's really hard to just freehand that. We found that the paints are kind of older and they don't go perfectly onto the wall, so we have to paint over it a couple of times. And then after that, we have to outline every state so then they don't blend into the oceans. And then we're gonna have to paint the ocean. So it'll be a long process. So far it's taken about 2 weeks. It was supposed to be a 3-week project, but we are still in the phase of painting.
I think it'll take about 5 to 6 weeks, just with how much detail and scaling we've had to do.
I think the benefits for us is that we get to leave something that other generations are going to use, and we know that it's going to be easier for them to understand a little bit more of history.
Some people are more physical learners, so if you look directly at the world map, you can kind of visualize where things happened, and it's also something fun for the classroom, more color and something different that not every teacher has. I wanted to do a mural for as long as I've been in art. I feel like it's a different project because after you go through so many years of art, you start doing the same projects over and over again with the same mediums. So painting on the wall and leaving your mark on the school is definitely something different.
I've always wanted to leave my mark on the school, per se, and I just think this would be a great way to leave my mark that people in the later years will still see.
After many early mornings full of painting, their hard work is about to pay off. The painting is scheduled to be done in just a few weeks, so make sure to swing by room 206 later this year to see the finished product.